all to Advaya, the second annual program of our school. Rooted in the Sanskrit language, the word Advaya translates to unique or one of its own kind. We, at Landmark, offer uniqueness in our curriculum that caters to the needs of the modern world, and in that, you all would agree with me, one of them is Agragami. As we embark on this year's annual program, we decided to focus on G20. Our endeavor has always been to emphasize on our students' global awareness. Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin with this program, our greatest hope is that each one of you thoroughly enjoys the journey ahead. Your presence adds to the vibrancy of this event, so sit back, relax, and immerse yourself in the magic of this cultural ride across the world.
I am Ivan, and it is my privilege to be your host for today's annual day celebration. Alongside me, I have the pleasure of sharing the stage with my dear friends Ishana and Priyakshi. We are thrilled to be your guides through this exciting journey of performances, showcases, and celebrations.
Achievements of another academic year, we are celebrating the spirit of unity in diversity and collaboration that makes our school unique. Our annual program reflects on the diverse talents and abilities that reside within our student body.
Prayer is an invocation of the heart, a calling forth of divine energies to be manifested in our lives. Now, I request the audience to kindly rise for the school prayer.
I request the audience to keep standing for some more time as we are going to have the school song now.
So
to hide from danger and fear. People over the world, reach out your hands, touch one another. People over the world, just understand, reach out your hands.
Audience, kindly be seated. We now have the school choir presenting before you the song Heal the World.
I know that it is love, and this place will be much brighter than tomorrow. And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. This place proves there's no hurt or sorrow. Ways to get there, even care enough for living. Make a little space, make a better place. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire race. There are people dying. If you care enough for living, make a better place for you and for me. Want to know why? There's the love that cannot lie. Love is strong, it only cares for joyful giving. If you try, we shall see. In this bliss we cannot feel. Feel of dread, we stop existing and start living. Feels that always love's enough for us growing to make a better world, make a better world. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for living, make a better place for you and for me. And if you are conceived in will to a joyful faith. children. In the world we live in, save it for our children. In the world we live in, save it for our children. In the world we live in, save it for our children.
Begin our program with a beautiful invocation dance performed by the students under the guidance of our very own talented dance teacher, Miss Sujata.
जल प्रवाह पावितस्थले कलेवलं व्यलम्बितां भुजङ्गतुङ्गमालिकाण्डमड्डमड्डमड्डमन्निनादवड्डमर्वयं चकार चण्डताण्डवं तनोतु नः शिव शिवम् जटाभुजंग पिंगल स्फुरत्फणामणि प्रभातदंब कुंकुमद्रव प्रलिप्त दिग्वधूमुखे मदान्त सिंधुर स्फुरद्वहुत्तरीय मेधुरे मनो विनोदमद्भुतं बिभर्तु भूत भर्तरी ओम नमः शिवाय सदाशिवं भजाम्यहं सदाशिवं भजाम्यहम् ॐ नमः शिवाय प्रफुल्ल नील पंकज प्रपंच कालिमप्रभावलम्बि कंठ कंदली रुचि प्रबद्ध कंधरं स्मरच्छिदं पुरच्छिदं भवच्छिदं मखच्छिदं गजच्छिदान्धकच्छिदं तमन्तकच्छिदं भजे अखर्व सर्व मंगला कला कदम्ब मंजरी रस प्रवाह माधुरी विकम्मखान्तकं गजान्तकान्धकान्तकं तमन्तकान्तकं भजे नित्यमेव मुक्ति संततं हरे गुरौ सुभक्तिमाशु याति नान्यथा मोहनं हि देहिना सुशङ्करस्य चिन्तनो
Gentlemen, at the onset, we are delighted to share this about our ongoing annual program, that we are currently in the esteemed company of truly distinguished and eminent guests. May I now request Principal Ma'am to felicitate our guests. We are honored to have amongst us our guest of honor, Chairman Sir, Mr. Lokesh MP, our esteemed guest, Mr. Manohar J, our Secretary Sir, Mr. Venugopal, our beloved Principal Ma'am, Dr. Subarna Gorain, our Trustee Member, Mrs. Ashwini Lokesh, and our Trustee Member, Mr. Babu, to grace the occasion. Express our gratitude for their willingness to be a part of this special occasion.
Before we begin the festivities, we will start with a lamp lighting ceremony.
Thousands of candles can be lighted from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. We gather here today on this auspicious occasion to commence our annual program with the age-old tradition of the lamp lighting ceremony. This ceremony is a symbol of enlightenment, a tradition that transcends time and culture.
Deepa Jyotir Namostate. I fold my hands before the light that brings prosperity, auspiciousness, good health, abundance of wealth, and destruction of the enemy himself. I now request our principal ma'am to escort our dignitaries for the lighting of the lamp.
The annual report in Annual Day is a customary norm. We have released an e-document of the annual report in the NTAP platform by embracing technological support for smart use of time. This report reflects our commitment, accountability, and governance. The annual report encapsulates the highlights, achievements, and progress made by our students throughout the academic year, from academic accomplishments to extracurricular achievements and sports as well. I hope it serves as a testament to our collective efforts in providing the best educational experience for our students. Today, I stand before you to announce three important integral aspects of our school. The first being the affiliation. It gives us immense pleasure to announce that our school has been granted the extension for CBSE affiliation from 2024 to 2029 this year. The second being scholarship. The landmark school takes proud privilege to provide in-house scholarship program Siddha Vidya for students of grade 4 to 10 with effect from 2022 to 23. This scholarship is awarded to students based on merits acquired in scholastic and co-scholastic areas, along with behavior of a student during their respective academic year. Only 2 students from each grade level are awarded this scholarship. 1 award for the topper in the board exams is given. I now request our Honorable Chairman Sir, Mr. Lokesh MP, and our Principal Ma'am to come up on the stage and do the honors. The students are receiving the awards based on their performance in the last academic year. To begin with, the first batch of grade 10 that came out with flying colors last year, it gives me a sense of pride and pleasure to announce that Vanshika Sharma of grade 10 is being awarded the scholarship for securing 96.4% marks in 10th board exams. Congratulations, Vanshika, and wish you all the best for your future. I call upon Vanshika on the stage to receive the scholarship award. On Priyakshi Sarkar from grade 5, who secured the first position. Let me tell you this, that the board topper for last year has been awarded 50,000 rupees. Ishana Prasad from grade 5 secured the second position. Surya Arun, who is in grade 6 right now, secured the first position for grade 5 last year. Siri Lokesh secured the second position for grade 5 last year. From grade 6, Ashit Kumar Gowda secured the first position. Satvika Reddy and Nigel Alex both were at equal score, bagging the first prize in grade 7. Tanishka Singhal secured the first position in grade 8. Neeraj Hariprasad secured the second position in grade 8. Srimanya Vishwanath secured the first position in grade 9. Gaurav RV secured the second position in grade 9. My heartiest congratulations to all the scholarship recipients and their parents. Wish you all the best. I thank our Honorable Chairman, Sir, for his blessing and good wishes for our students. Indeed, they are privileged to receive this honor from you, sir, Dr. Subarna Gorain, to continue with the rest of the announcements.
Gopal and our esteemed guest, Mr. Manohar J. On the stage, please. Behind every successful student, there is an Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, once again. As we navigate the challenges of education, we want to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude to the unsung heroes of our fraternity, our teachers. In the face of countless obstacles, our teachers have shown unwavering dedication to provide a quality education and fostering a positive learning environment. May I call upon Ms. Subhashini. Ma'am Subhashini from the Pre-Primary Department receives the Best Teacher Award for being a transformative educator from the Pre-Primary Department. Let me tell you, it's a surprise for them also. They just came to know 15 minutes before. Next, may I call upon Ms. Dhanya. Ma'am Dhanya receives the Best Teacher Award for being a reflective practitioner from the primary department. The next prize is being shared by two teachers on the same category. Ma'am Rekha and Ma'am Vishnu Priya receives the Best Teacher Award for being a collaborative team player from the secondary department. I think it might not be a surprise for all of you. Now I call upon Sir for receiving the Best Teacher Award for being an inspirational influencer. I didn't name. Any guesses? Yes. Very true. It is always believed that first impression is the last impression. In the landmark school, this lasting impression is created by none other than Ms. Ambika Pujari. She is loved by parents, staff, and students equally. And she gets the award for the best motivational role she plays in our school. As we proudly commemorate our outstanding accomplishments in academics, sports, arts, and various extracurricular activities, it is imperative to acknowledge that the year 2023 has indeed been an exceptional and momentous year for our nation. India has reached remarkable milestones, with the pinnacle being its prestigious G20 presidency. While Landmark reveals its own achievements this year, it also strives to pay homage to the remarkable feats of our nation. This is precisely why we have chosen G20 as the central theme for our annual event. I now pass the baton to my cherished students who will guide you on a captivating cultural journey across the G20 nations, or should I be saying that it is G21. Thank you.
Express our sincere gratitude to Chairman Sir for his generosity and belief in the power of education. Your investment in our future is not just a financial contribution, but a beacon of hope guiding us towards our goals. Now, let us begin with our festivities.
I was reading about it in the news, but I'm not quite sure what it is.
Well, I have heard of it. The G20 group of 19 countries and the European Union was established in 1999 as a platform for discussing international economic and financial issues. Together, the G20 countries account for almost two-thirds of the global population, 75% of global trade, and 85% of the world's GDP. In the wake of the global financial and economic crisis of 2007, the G20 was elevated to the level of heads of state government and was named the premier forum for international economic cooperation. However, with the inclusion of the African Union this year, it counts up to 21.
Interesting. So it is a group of countries, but what is the main purpose of the G20?
The G20 has two main tracks of engagement: the finance track for finance ministers and central bank governors, and the Sherpa track. The G20's proceedings are led by the Sherpas, who are appointed as personal envoys for the leaders of the member nations. These Sherpas are responsible for overseeing the negotiations that occur throughout the year, deliberating on the agenda of the summit and coordinating the substantive work of the G20. Both tracks have working groups to address specific themes with representatives from relevant parties.
That makes sense. So what kind of issues do they discuss at these G20 meetings?
The G20 meetings cover a wide range of issues related to global economic stability, financial and monetary policies, trade, sustainable development, and many more.
That is impressive. It must be a significant platform for international cooperation. It is good to know more about how countries work together on these issues. Now I can understand why there was so much hype about the G20 presidency taken by India this year. The 2023 G20 New Delhi Summit was the 18th meeting of the G20 held in India. India took over the presidency in Bali last year in December. World leaders of 36 countries, diplomats, journalists, head of the World Bank and IMF all gathered in New Delhi for what many call the Met Gala of diplomacy. But the G20 summit is not just about policy discussions, but is about the grandeur, the opulence, diplomatic finesse, and international flair. You know, even our little ones seem to be quite informed and aware. Let's hear from Sam and Aditya what they think about the G20 summit in India.
Here, the G20 summit had their 18th summit in India. This is indeed an event that we all as Indians must celebrate. The presidency of G20 was handed over to India on 1st December 2022. India presiding the summit only makes it more special for all of us. The leaders of various countries were part of their summit. The focus is on financial and strategic growth. The event held at Pragati Maidan, the theme of this year G20 summit was Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means one earth, one family, one future. The event was indeed a grand success. And here are some highlights. At the summit, India was able to use its economic significance to leverage support from all G20 nation leaders. 83 paragraphs 2023 G20 New Delhi leaders were unanimously approved. The African Union, consisting of 55 countries in the African continent, was given full membership in G20. G20 saw the active involvement of the global leaders. The event is definitely a great step towards collaboration on a global scale and is something we as Indians must be proud of. Thank you.
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam was the theme. This is a Sanskrit phrase found in the Hindu texts such as the Maha Upanishad. Ayam nijaha paro veti ganana ladhu chesam. उदाचरिताना तू वसुधैवा कुटुंबकम। यह मेरा है, यह पराया है, ऐसे छोटे विचार के व्यक्ति करते हैं। उच्च चरित्र वाले लोग समस्त संसार को ही परिवार मानते हैं. English translation goes, "This is mine, that is his, say the small-minded." The wise believe that the entire world is a family, which means the world is one family.
While Vasudeva Kutumbakam originated in the context of ancient Hindu philosophy, its principles transcend any specific religious or cultural backgrounds, and the meaning of the phrase remains relevant even today. It serves as a universal message of our unity and the recognition of our shared humanity. In a modern, egocentric world marked by polarization, this concept can act as a guiding light for fostering a sense of peaceful coexistence among us.
Oh, I now understand. You know, it would be a great idea to go around these countries and know more about them.
I think that is a wonderful idea. As St. Augustine said, the world is a book and those who do not travel read only a page. By the way, which country are we visiting first?
Australia? Oh, I love to see the kangaroos. India does not have kangaroos. Come on, let us get ready for a world tour.
What an amazing country, but weird too.
Why say so?
Well, didn't you see? It's quite normal for Australians to walk barefoot in a public place. As they have the world's largest camel population, they export camels and sad to Middle East countries. And have you heard of the Great Emu War?
No, what's that?
Let me tell you. Australia experienced the Great Emu War, in which the government deploys soldiers with machine guns to combat a large population of emus damaging crops. The emus, however, proved elusive, and the war ended in the defeat for the humans.
That's really quirky. Hey, look, it's Mishai, our little friend from Australia.
I am Mishai from Australia, the land of coral reefs, sentiment that is embraced by the oceans. Presenting to you our dance from Australia. Thank you.
Enchanting performance. Dear parents, please give a round of applause.
Fine.
That indeed was amazing. All right, then, on to the next one.
How about we do Indonesia next?
Okay, I can fly you there.
Ooh, I have always wanted to go to Bali, sure.
Looks like we made it, but where are we?
What do you mean, where are we? You flew the plane.
Oh, relax. Take a chill pill. It's not like I miss an entire country, right?
Doesn't feel like Indonesia. Oh, we are in Addis Ababa. Headquarters for the African Union is present here. The African Union got added to the G20.
And all present here. My name is Abhay Banik. My friends Abhay Schmidt, Olin Bright, and I are here to present a few interesting facts on the African Union.
Let us begin with the history. The historical foundations of the African Union originated in the first Congress of Independence of African States, held in Accra, Ghana, from 15th to 22nd April 1958. The idea of creating an African Union was revived in the mid-1990s under the leadership of Libyan head of state Muammar al-Gaddafi. The African Union was launched in Durban on 9th July 2002 by its first chairperson, former head of state Thabo Mbeki, at the first session of the Assembly of the African Union.
Now let's have a look at the geographical features. Member states of the African Union cover almost the entirety of the continent of Africa, except for several territories held by Spain. The African Union covers an area of 29,922,059 square kilometers. With 24,165 kilometers of coastline, the vast majority of this area is on the continent of Africa. The only significant territories of the mainland are the island of Madagascar, which is the world's largest microcontinent and the fourth largest island, and the Sinai Peninsula, which is geographically a part of Asia, accounting for slightly less than 2% of the total area.
The African Union consists of 55 member states, which represent each and every country on the African continent. African Union member states are further divided into 5 geographical regions, which are defined by the Organization of African Unity in 1976. They are Central Africa, Eastern Africa, Western Africa, Northern Africa, and Southern Africa.
The emblem of the African Union consists of a gold ribbon bearing small interlinking red rings from which palm leaves shoot up around the outer gold circle and an inner green circle, within which is a gold representation of Africa. The interlinking red rings represent Africa's solidarity and the bloodshed for the liberation of Africa. The gold for Africa's wealth and bright future, the green for African hopes and aspirations, the palm leaves for peace, and to symbolize Africa's unity, the silhouette of Africa is drawn without internal borders.
Now, let us have a look at the various celebrations. Africa Day, formerly African Freedom Day and African Liberation Day, is an annual commemoration regarding the founding of the Organization of African Unity, or OAU, on 25th May 1963. It is celebrated on the same date of the month each year. Other celebrations include the Fest Festival of World Sacred Music, the Marsabit Lake Turkana Cultural Festival, the Nisna Oyster Festival, and finally, the Lake of Stars Festival.
Africa is best known for the enormous richness and diversity of its wildlife. Africa is home to many of the world's most famous fauna in human culture, such as lions, leopards, cheetahs, spotted hyenas, African wild dog, African elephants, hippos, rhinos, Nile crocodile, Nile monitor, and many more.
Now, let us have a look at the various contributions. The African Union has the right to intervene militarily in any of its member states in the circumstances of war crimes or crimes against humanity. To this end, the African Union has carried out peacekeeping operations on multiple occasions. The African Union has also managed to protect and promote democracy throughout the continent. Lastly, African Union health initiatives have netted considerable results.
Let me conclude by stating that to achieve its vision, the African Union focuses on promoting unity and solidarity between its member states and increasing socio-economic cooperation. Its objectives also include improving peace and security on the continent and supporting democratic principles and institutions.
Thank you.
It truly was. So, Ivan, are we going to India now?
Well, you see, I've got a few tickets to Mexico. Did you know they have a Day of the Dead festival, a custom of celebrating ancestors with All Souls Day? The festival that's celebrating on the 1st and 2nd of November is like a family reunion, and the dead ancestors are the guests of honor.
Fascinating. I knew they were the birthplace for many food items: corn, beans, squash, amaranth, chia, avocados, tomatoes, tomatillos, cacao, vanilla, agave, spirulina, sweet potato, cactus, chili pepper, and even turkey meat.
Chili and tomato are not Indian.
No.
They're not Indian. Well, let's go to Mexico.
Are we sure we are in the right place this time?
Hola, good ma'am. Can you let us know where we are?
I am in Mexico. Be it the rich history, scenic beaches, or the culinary supremacy, we have it all here. A land with deep-rooted and vibrant culture. They gave the world tacos and nachos, among other things. Yes, up next, we have a dance from Mexico. Thank you.
La estás pasando bien.
I'm sorry, what?
It's Spanish for are you having fun?
Well, I found something interesting. Did you know that kids in Mexico usually don't get their Christmas gifts until January 6th?
What?
Yes, this is when Dia de Reyes takes place, otherwise known as Three Kings Day. The holiday is in honor of the day when the three wise men, supposedly gifted Jesus with presents according to the Christian religion. In contemporary times, more and more households are now following the tradition of giving gifts to kids on December 24th.
Wow, well, Mexico is truly colorful and vibrant, but where next?
Well, US is just across the border. We could go by land, but where's the fun in that? Let's go by cruise.
I suppose no harm in that.
Why is it so cold?
Well, I just checked my GPS and
I'll give you a hint. This place has the world's longest railway and home to the coldest village in the world, where temperatures go down to minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit.
Are we in Russia? How did we reach here?
no idea, but I see there's a play being held called the Red Dawn. Want to go see?
Might as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a compelling theatrical journey through the tumultuous pages of history. Our play, set against the backdrop of the Russian Revolution, unfolds in 6 riveting scenes, each meticulously designed to transport you to a pivotal moment in time. From the humble cottage of struggle to the opulence of the palace, from the city square teeming with protest to the triumphant era of change, and finally to a new beginning filled with hope. Join us as we witness the birth of a new world, born from the sacrifices and dreams of those who dare to defy the old order. The struggle. A small cottage in a Russian village. Ivan and Maria sit at a simple table discussing their difficult life. Ivan seems to be exhausted.
Maria, the days are getting harder. The Tsar's rulers left us with nothing.
They split a slice of bread and give it to their kids who are seen crying. They dunk bread in water and eat. The kids wear dirty clothes. Maria is worried.
I know, Ivan. We barely have enough to eat. It's time for a change.
The Tsar's palace. Nicholas is in conversation with his advisors. Nicholas is arrogant.
These peasants and workers will never challenge my rule.
A concerned advisor of Nicholas.
Your Majesty, the unrest is spreading. We must address the grievances.
Never!
A crowded square in the city. Workers and peasants gather, chanting slogans.
Down with the Tsar! Long live the revolution! Down with the Tsar! Long live the revolution! Down with the Tsar! Long live the revolution!
Soldiers loyal to the Tsar confront the protesters. There's tension. An order from the soldier.
Disperse immediately! This is your only warning.
The clash between the soldiers and the protesters intensifies. now filled with triumphant revolutionaries. Vladimir stands at the podium. Red flags of Communist Party are seen in the hands of comrades.
We did it, comrades! The Tsar's rule has ended!
A cheering crowd.
Long live the revolution! Long live the revolution!
New beginning. Ivan and Maria's cottage. They celebrate with neighbors. A hopeful Ivan.
Maria, our life is changed now. Freedom is ours.
A joyful Maria.
And our children will know a better world.
They raise a toast, symbolizing hope for a brighter future. Echoes of revolution and the birth of a new dawn. The journey we've taken from the depths of despair to the heights of triumph, reminds us that history is a tapestry woven with the threads of struggle, courage, and resilience. Let us carry the lessons of this play with us as we embark on our own journeys of change and hope. The Russian Revolution, a chapter in history, but a timeless story of human determination. Thank you for being a part of this remarkable performance. Characters. Pranava as Ivan and Worker. Manasvi as Maria. Arnav as Nicholas. Bhavanish as Vladimir. Annadana as Soldier. Anaisha as Advisor. Ira and Shrushti as their children.
It truly was. I personally got to learn a lot about the Russian Revolution with this. Did you know that before the Russian Revolution, the Russian Empire used to run trains all the way from Moscow to China? Some portion of that railway exists today and operates under the Chinese Eastern Railway.
Wow! Then let's take the train journey from Russia to China.
China is an economic powerhouse now. It is the largest exporter of goods currently.
It sure is. Majority of the products consumed globally are manufactured in China. Oh look, we made it here.
Oh yes, China has a unique and vibrant culture. Come on, let's enjoy the Chinese dance.
Sure.
With a vast history and mouth-watering delicacies, they gave the world origami and the compass. Put up your hands together for a display of vibrant culture of China. Thank you.
新年来到了，把昨天都写下，向明天出发。我祝你平安，你祝我安康，心连心，心希望，大地喜洋洋。如果时间被封印，我想留在团圆里。如果拥抱被隔离，我也一定要对你说，想你哦。木木爱你，么么哒，不怕不怕啦，恭喜恭喜恭喜你，大步向前滑，爱你么么哒，鞭炮噼里啪，你也变得更强大，元气满满，么么哒。你最近好吗？新年来到啦，把昨天都写下，向明天出发。我祝你平安，你祝我安康，心连心，心希望，大地喜洋洋。如果时间被封印，我想留在团圆里。如果拥抱被隔离，我也一定要对你说，想你哦。
I'm feeling homesick now. This time, I will make sure we fly straight to India. No left, no right, just straight to India.
All right, if you say so. Wonderful, let's board the plane.
Finally, we reached our homeland. Did we? This seems to be Canada. How did we reach Canada?
Well, I did fly straight.
Straight to where?
Oh, I was holding the map wrong. Well, we are here, might as well have a tour of the nation.
Well, I guess.
Do you know anything about this country?
I know this is Canada. Canada is a fantastic country with a lot of interesting things to learn about, and it's a great place for kids to explore. Let's talk about some fun facts and information about Canada that kids might find fascinating.
Canada is the second largest country in the world by land area. It's so big that it has 10 provinces and 3 territories. The country is known for its stunning natural landscapes, including vast forests, beautiful lakes, and snowy mountains. The Niagara Falls is a famous natural wonder located on the border between Canada and United States. The Horseshoe Falls is the largest and the most iconic of the 3 falls. It's shaped like a horseshoe and is primarily located on the Canadian side of the border in Ontario.
Have you seen the Canadian flag? Canada is famous for its maple trees and its maple syrup, and that is why the Canadian flag has a red maple leaf on it. Canada is famous for its maple syrup and its delicious maple foods.
Does anyone here knows about the Canadian wildlife? Canada has an incredible wildlife. You might see animals like moose, beavers, bears, and even polar bears in the northern parts of the country.
Canada has some of the most amazing national parks, like Banff and Jasper in the Rocky Mountains, where you can see breathtaking scenery, waterfalls, and even go camping.
Did you know that in Canada there's plenty of winter fun? Ice skating is very popular, and there are even outdoor ice rinks in many cities. Children can go sledging or build snowmen when it snows.
Canada is a diverse and multicultural country with people from all over the world. This means you can try delicious foods from different cultures and learn about traditions from many countries. Canada is one of the world's most multicultural countries with a diverse population made up of people from various ethnic, cultural, and linguistic backgrounds. Canadian society values inclusivity and diversity, and the country has a strong commitment towards multiculturalism.
Guys, do you know the official language of Canada? I thought it's English, but it is French too as an official language, English and French. If you go to some parts of Canada like Quebec, French is more widely spoken, and in other parts, English is more common.
Canada is home to some famous people you might know, like Justin Bieber, Drake, Ryan Reynolds, and Celine Dion. There are lots of great Canadian athletes also.
If you go up to the northern parts of the country, you might be lucky enough to see the northern lights, which are colorful lights that dance in the sky. They are breathtaking natural phenomena.
Remember that Canada is not just about the things you learn in books. It's a place filled with friendly people, exciting adventures, and plenty of opportunities to explore and have fun.
So whether you're interested in the great outdoors, cool wildlife, delicious food, or learning about different cultures, Canada has something for kids of all ages to enjoy. Have a nice day.
Canada and Denmark finally ended the whiskey wars.
Whiskey wars?
Whiskey Wars? Oh, Ivan, don't you even know what that is? The Whiskey Wars, also known as the Liquor Wars, was a border dispute between the Kingdom of Denmark and Canada over Hans Island between 1978 and 2022. In 1984, Canadian soldiers visited the island and planted a Canadian flag, also leaving a bottle of Canadian whiskey. The Danish Minister of Greenland Affairs came to the island himself later the same year with the Danish flag, a bottle of schnapps, and a letter stating, "Welcome to the Danish island." Both countries took turns planting their flags and exchanging alcoholic beverages. But they finally have decided to split the island amongst themselves. Got it, Ivan?
Wow. It's surprising that in a time of war, countries can still manage to find peaceful ways to resolve conflicts. After traveling all across the globe, I feel hungry and I want to have pizza. So let's go to Italy.
To have pizza. Okay, let's fly to Italy then.
Here we go, with Italy, the land of pizzas and pastas. Did you know that the pasta dish was not invented in Italy? Although Italy made the pasta dish popular with more than 200 different shapes of Italian pasta, it was most likely introduced by Marco Polo after his return from China. Let us have some pizza to our heart's content and watch an Italian show too.
Hi, I'm Kaida from Italy. The world got pizza from here among other things, a land that boasts a past filled with strength. From Venice to Rome, it has outstanding aesthetics. We now bring to you a dance all the way from Italy.
See, the world is so colorful. Let us enjoy it. Did you know that the University of Bologna in Italy was founded in 1088 and has been in continuous operation ever since, making it the oldest university in the world?
Wow, that's amazing. All right then, where to next?
Indonesia?
The last time we tried to go there, we got lost.
This time we won't, I can assure you. I found a simple solution. And that is, I won't be flying anymore. Let the professionals handle it.
Woohoo! We made it here. Indonesia exports the world's most expensive and without a doubt most unique coffee, Kopi Luwak. Kopi Luwak is coffee that is coffee beans eaten and defecated by the Indonesian cat-like animal called the palm civet.
Okay, that's very weird. Let's try and learn more about Indonesia.
Let's take a break. We are excited to announce that our chief guest has just arrived. Let me first introduce our chief guest to you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense pleasure and honor that I introduce our esteemed chief guest for today, IPS Shri M. Chandrasekhar, Additional Director General of Police, Internal Security Division, Bengaluru, a distinguished public officer with an illustrious career. IPS Shri M. Chandrasekhar sir embarked on his journey in government service in 1998, entering the Indian Police Service through rigorous recruitment rules. Hailing from Nellore district in Andhra Pradesh, he earned a B.Tech in Aerospace Engineering from the prestigious Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. From his early days in public service, serving as ASP in Shimla, Himachal Pradesh, to his current position as the Additional Director General of Police, Internal Security Division, Bengaluru, Shri M. Chandrasekhar has exemplified dedication and leadership. He has rendered his services in various designations in Himachal Pradesh and Karnataka. He moved in Karnataka in 2009, and since then he has been rendering his services. Beyond his service record, Shri M. Chandrasekhar's commitment to professional development is evident. He completed a course on cyber security, managing risk in the information age at Harvard University. IPS Shri M. Chandrasekhar's remarkable contributions have not gone unnoticed. He has been accoladed with many prestigious rewards. To mention a few prominent ones are as follows. He has been awarded Director General, Bureau of Police Research and Development Commendation Disc for the year 2023. He has been honored with the President's Medal for Meritorious Service on Republic Day in 2016. In 2008, he was honored by Himachal Pradesh government for identification and destruction of poppy cultivation in remote areas of Mandi district. Himachal Pradesh government commendation for financial investigation and asset forfeiture of narcotics smugglers in Bislapur and Mandi districts of Himachal Pradesh in the year 2005 and 2008. Karnataka Chief Minister's commendation for detection of crime in the year 2010 and 2011. Today, we are privileged to welcome IPS Shri M. Chandrasekhar, an exemplary officer who has not only excelled in law enforcement, but has also been a beacon of inspiration in our community. May I now invite our chief guest to grace the stage along with Venugopal sir, Chairman sir, and Principal ma'am. I now request our Chairman sir to felicitate our chief guest. now request our chief guest, IPS Shri M. Chandrasekhar, to share his thoughts and insights with us.
Namaskara. It is really my proud privilege to be here. And I am thankful to the management of Landmark School and my friend Vishal Sachidanandamurthy, Chairman Lokesh, Secretary Venugopal, Principal Madam Dr. Subarna Gorain, for inviting me for this annual day program. It has been a wonderful performance. Even though I came late, I would like to apologize. I said that I'll be here by 6:30, but Bangalore traffic is Bangalore traffic. It will not yield to anyone. No? So in spite of my best efforts, I came late. So, wonderful performances I was seeing on the stage. The Chinese performance, the French Revolution, the Russian Revolution, the Italy troupe. And one thing so nice to see among the kids, when they are performing, they are searching for the parents. It's very nice to see. That is the innocence that they have. And ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. Of course, my kids are quite old now. My son is 21 years, my daughter is 16 years. Maybe they are at a stage where they have their own life. So these small kids, you are their life, and it's a very nice experience, and I wish all the parents cherish this experience. Till, of course, after 14, 15, things change. ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದರು. They have done a wonderful job. The wonderful dancers and very expressive. It was so nice and so refreshing. After a lot of, we had a very hard day's work today. So after coming here, it was very, very refreshing. So I think I should say something which is relevant to the students and to the parents also, to the kids and to the parents also. So I am basically from Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh, and we come from an agricultural family. Of course, my father became a construction contractor. So he moved me and my sister to Chennai to study, because Chennai was the center of course, now you have good schools everywhere. So at that time, this was 1980-81. So he sent me, of course, they also moved there. So idralli one thing, there sometimes something gets imprinted in your mind when you are a youngster, and at that time I feel the teachers and the parents have a very good role to play. I still remember when I was in my 8th standard. 8th standard means maybe around 13 years. So we had a similar school day function, annual day function. And then there was an officer by name, he was a DIG ranking officer, his name was Walter Devaram. So he was an Indian Police Service officer. He came for that program. And the way he spoke, and I received a prize from him, and he asked me, what's your name and all, I felt so impressed. I felt so nice about the way he behaved, the way he conducted himself. Immediately I thought I should become, I didn't know what is IPS, and someone said IPS, I just held on to that. I thought that I should become an IPS officer. And when I came back home, I told that I should become an IPS officer. Then, of course, IAS, IPS, at that time, my mother told, you study well and you get some job, that is good. But my father was very encouraging. Yes, you should be an IPS officer. You will be an IPS officer. He never told that you can't become. So I feel that was the first. I think I really have a lot of regards for my parents. Of course, everyone has regards for their parents, but my father especially, because he never discouraged me. He never said, Hingaktiya, is it possible? He never said, yes, you will. He always used to say, you will become an IPS officer. You will become an IPS officer. And in the school also, when the teachers asked, what will you become? I said, I will be an IPS officer. And the teachers were also very kind enough. They never said that, how will you become or whatever. They were very nice. They were encouraging. Maybe I always felt that I will become a police officer. I had that in me. Of course, I did when I went for the 12th standard, 11th, then everyone were preparing for IIT JEE. I also prepared. I got in, then I went to IIT Kharagpur. Maybe those 4 years, the dream of IPS went back. The dream of getting into some other thing came up. Of course, after I worked for a couple of years, then I became an IPS officer, which I wanted to become. It was already there. Maybe I feel when a child says, I'll become so-and-so, I'll become an actor, or I'll become whatever it is. I feel if the parents and if the teachers support them, there is a high probability that he will become and he will achieve well in his life. Whatever he does, he will do it well. So I thought I should narrate the story because it is very relevant at this stage. And of course, it's when with my children, familiarity breeds contempt. You know, familiarity breeds contempt anta heltare. There is something called familiarity breeds contempt. So whenever someone asks them, what will you become? They will say something, and if someone says, will you not become an IPS officer? They will say, never. That is their way of looking at it. Maybe they have seen me so much that they don't want to become. So it's nice to have, at this is a very impressionable age. I wish that they do well. The other thing which I would like to say is a quality that is very much required in every human being. It doesn't matter whether we are Indians or Italians or Hindus or Muslims or Christians. I feel every human being should have gratitude. Gratitude is the greatest quality anyone can have. And if I have to measure someone, I have at least 2,000 to 3,000 people who are under my command. So if someone asks me, how will you measure, how will you pick, if you have 10 fellows, how will you pick? I'll see if someone has gratitude, I'll give him the maximum marks. Maybe he may not be that, quality-wise he may not be that good. Quality, and these are skills which you can develop over a period of time. Gratitude, it has to come from right from the childhood. So why I am telling about this gratitude is anyone, for example, if my boss or some person wants to groom a particular person, then he will say whether he has gratitude or not. That is the first thing which I feel I will do. If he has gratitude, then he is my man. Because I know that if I have a problem, he will be with me. So I feel that this thing of one should be a man of gratitude, man or woman of gratitude. And I can tell you from epics also, this is not it is my own invention or something. In our epics, see, normally, whenever you have a story, a person who is defeated is never talked about. Because history is written by victors. Stories are written by victors. So people who are defeated are forgotten, or they will write something bad about them. But if you see Mahabharata, our great epic, there is one character, in spite of being on the losing side, he is celebrated even now. So it is the character of Karna is a very peculiar character, a tragic hero. He had everything, but he was on the wrong side. So, but what made people, because all his friends are not considered good fellows. They're all supposed to be some problem with their mindset. But this guy, this man is now, even now they will say he was a great man. Why? Because he had gratitude. So his gratitude, people like people of gratitude. I may not have gratitude, but if I see a person of gratitude, I like him. I'd like to be associated with him. So in Mahabharat story, you know that at various places he shows his gratitude for his friend, for his close people. He never lets them down. He knows that it's going to be a losing battle, but still he stays with them because he is grateful to them. So I feel it's a great quality that people, that kids should imbibe. Gratitude first towards their parents, and it's very much required because as youngsters grow, they should not take whatever they are getting for granted, because they should feel grateful for whatever they are getting. And gratitude to God, because whatever we are, however we are, I feel it is because of the grace of God. And gratitude has to be developed for a period of time. And I wish the parents, I wish the teachers, and of course the 10th standard, I think that you have the 10th standard now. Study well, but never get into this tension business. Doesn't matter. You be in the present. Don't think what marks you are going to get. Marks will come after you write the exam, not before you write the exam. So think of whenever you are sitting for the paper, because whenever I get tense, I think about the present moment. When I walked on the stage and I was suddenly asked to speak, I thought I will be asked to speak after some time. But suddenly then, for a moment, I was slightly, it happens to me every time. But then I thought, I will be in this moment. I am not going to think what people are going to say, whether I will falter and people will laugh at me or will clap for me. It doesn't matter. I'll speak what I have to speak. I'll speak what I feel is right. And I'll speak what I feel people should imbibe or people should hear. So that makes me free. I am not bothered about the claps that are going to come or the hooting that will come after my speech. So then I am free of tension. So why I am telling you this exam business is a very, because I see my kids also, they go through exam. Andre, one day before the exam, it is like a very tense situation. And we are also, my wife also gets tense because my daughter gets tense, my wife will get tense. Then I also get tense, but then I recover. I said, just don't worry, whatever you can, you do. And during my civil services exam also, I almost had a nervous breakdown before one of the exams, just one night before. My father was so nice. He said, why you write, you forget, don't read anything now. Go morning and write. And I just relaxed and I went. I feel that parents have a great role to play. And do well, write your exams well. This world is so big, it doesn't matter. If one route is closed, there is one more route that will open up for you. There is no only this route hogbeku. Doesn't matter. God has something good for you. I am not talking philosophy. This is reality. So many times in police service also I feel that, oh, all my routes are closed, what will I do? But if you are real and if you do your best, God will show some route for you, which will always be there. And I don't know, God or what, some people may not believe in God, but some supernatural power does it. So feel free, do well, lead a happy life, stay in the present moment. Don't think about tomorrow, that will happen, what will happen, whether I'll get seat here, it will happen, whatever you have to get, you'll get. Be in the present moment, do your best. If you are speaking, try to give your best. If you are writing, try to give your best. Okay, if you are running, try to give your best. I wish you all good luck to the students and a lot more good luck to the parents and teachers also, because parents, I feel more than the students, and the students we go through, the parents also, we have a lot of anxiety. Even now I get anxious when I think about my daughter's exam, then I try to cool down. I wish them good luck Thank you. Thank you so much.
The way you spoke, sir, today about your childhood memories of being inspired by someone to become an IPS officer, I'm sure all that you have shared with us would have inspired many of our students to also choose such careers as IPS, IFS, or IS. We as teachers look forward to our children getting inspired by you. We are extremely grateful to you, sir, for being a part of this. Having awarded our students for their achievements and our teachers for their persevering and dedicated work, it's time to acknowledge and reward the efforts of our coordinators, who are often behind the scenes, working relentlessly, overseeing the school's curricular and co-curricular activities, working hand in hand with teachers, students, and parents. And our coordinators are always present to guide the teachers for the effective implementation of educational policies. May I now request our chief guest and our principal ma'am to do the honors for our coordinators too. We now call upon our secondary coordinator, Aloka ma'am, to come up on the stage. I now call upon Shirley ma'am, our primary coordinator, to come up on the stage. I now call upon pre-primary coordinator Babita ma'am to come up on the stage. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to our coordinators. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Salamat Pagi.
My name is Ade Suvarna.
My name is Delasiti.
And my name is Anjum Sajum. My friends are the audience of Bharatiya.
Okay.
Namaste.
Today we are going for a short trip around our country, Indonesia.
Let's start with the capital of Indonesia, Jakarta.
Here, you will also find the President House known as the Merdeka Palace.
The State Palace is located in the heart of Jakarta. This is where the President conducts official meetings, events and ceremonies. The architecture combines elements of both Indonesian architecture and Dutch colonial architecture. Anju, do you remember when we visited the Rashtrapati Bhavan of India?
Yes, it was a great experience.
And you, Della?
Yes, I remember. It was a very memorable moment.
Della, can you tell our audience about the National Monument in Indonesia?
Sure. The National Monument, also known as the Monas, is an iconic landmark. It is situated in the central part of Jakarta in the Merdeka Square, which is one of the largest city squares in the world. Monas is a 132-meter tall tower with a pointed, flame-shaped bronze pinnacle.
It's so nice to hear about the Monas, the national monument of Indonesia, Jala.
So shall we show our audience our culture?
Sure, but to see our culture, we will have to go to Java.
In Java, we should visit the Borobudur temple.
The Borobudur temple is the largest Buddhist temple in the world. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and considered to be one of the most important and revered Buddhist monument. It is located in central Java near the city of Yogyakarta. It is estimated to have taken over 75 years to complete. The architecture combines elements of both Javanese architecture and Indo-Gupta architecture. As you can see, it's a step pyramid with multiple platforms. This is a small Buddha sculpture you can get from the Borobudur.
Can anyone in the audience guess the most famous tourist place in our country, Indonesia? Yes. The name Bali is derived from the Sanskrit word Bali, which means sacrifice or offering. This theory is linked to the island's strong Hindu culture and Bali's Hinduism. The island is known for its numerous temples and is also a top global tourist destination for yoga and wellness retreats. Now, let's tell our audience about our tasty food.
Sure. Nasi goreng. This is Indonesia's version of fried rice, which is made with soy sauce. Gado gado. This is a popular Indonesian salad made with mixed vegetables, tofu and tempeh and is served with peanut sauce. Our staple food also includes rendang, nasi pandai, soto and satay.
After listening to Dalla, I am feeling hungry.
I am hungry too, Anjum.
Wait, Ade and Della, we'll have after some time. First, let's look at the culture of Indonesia. Indonesia is known for its religious diversity. While the major population of Indonesia is Muslim, there is also a significant population of Christian, Buddhist, Hindus and indigenous belief systems. Shadow puppetry is a form of storytelling using well-made puppets that are made out of leather that often depict stories from the Mahabharata and Ramayana epics.
The culture is so fascinating, isn't it, Ade?
Yes, it is, Della. So is the dance and music.
So shall we show our audience a glimpse of our traditional dance?
Sure,
Della.
Gamelan is one of the most well-known traditional music in Indonesia, associated with Java and Bali, featuring melodies with instruments. Legong is a traditional Bali dance often performed by young girls. Jaipong is both a genre of music and dance. It originated in West Java and is known for its lively and sensual movements.
What about the population of Indonesia?
Indonesia is one of the most populous countries in the world. It has an estimated population of over 273 million people.
Can anybody in the audience guess the currency of Indonesia?
Yes, the official currency of Indonesia is the Indonesian rupiah, also further subdivided into hundreds or cents.
Della, can you just tell our audience about how Indonesia got its name?
Sure. Indonesia comes from two Latin words, Indus and Nessos. Indus means Indian and Nessos means islands. So the term Indonesia can be translated to mean Indian islands. This term was first used in the 19th century.
I'm sure after listening to all of that, the Indians would love to visit our beautiful country.
Yes, also Indians, please do come and visit our beautiful country, Indonesia. Terima kasih. Dhanyawad.
We can go to Saudi Arabia next.
Sounds like a plan.
Ooh, it's hot here.
Saudi Arabia has no rivers and water is a scarce resource, leading to innovative water conservation techniques.
Let's have a cool drink and enjoy a dance performance too.
Arabia. The land is storehouse for oil, known for its rich culture, rapid growth, and most of all, its charisma. Bringing you a dance from Saudi Arabia.
سلينا سلينا من هذا الحب سلينا 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 من هذا الحب سلينا 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 من هذا الحب سلينا أنا وأنت سلينا أنا وأنت سلينا يلا قلبي عيينا الله يعوض علينا يلا قلبي عيينا الله يعوض علينا يلا مع السلامة مثلك ما يحس ندامة سلام عطيتك حبي وحناني شازيدني بهجراني روح انسى انه كنا انا وانت سلينا روح انسى انه كنا انا وانت سلينا 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 من هذا الحب سلينا أنا وأنت سلينا أنا وأنت سلينا يلا قلبي عيينا الله يعوض علينا يلا قلبي عيينا الله يعوض علينا كنت محبوب الغالي من غيرك ما يحلالي يا غايب طول طول ما بقيت عليك نسول يا غايب عليك نسول روح انسى انه كنا انا وانت سلينا روح انسى انه كنا انا وانت سلينا 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 صافي أنا وأنت سلينا أنا وأنت سلينا يلا قلبي عيينا الله يعوض علينا يلا قلبي عيينا الله يعوض علينا
Some say over 80% of the country play, watch and attend matches.
Oh, yeah. The Saudi football club, Al Nasser, even signed up the great Ronaldo to play for them.
Speaking of football, there's another country in our list which is crazy for football. They're also one of the largest producers of sugar and coffee. Can you guess?
Are you talking about Brazil? the land of the great legend Pele, Neymar Jr. and Ronaldinho?
You are correct. Brazil is also known for its carnival and party culture. Come on, let's see them in their football spirit.
Look who we are the dreamers, we make it happen, 'cause we believe it. Look who we are the dreamers, we make it happen, 'cause we can see it. Yes, to the one that keep the passion, respect, oh yeah. Yes, to the one that can imagine, respect, oh yeah. Look at me. Respect and love, the only way. If you wanna come with me. The door is open every day. This 1+2 rendezvous, all invited. That's what we do, how we do. Look who we are the dreamers. We make it happen, 'cause we believe it. Look who we are the dreamers. We make it happen, 'cause we can see it. Yes, to the one that keep the passion, respect, oh yeah. Yes, to the one that can imagine, respect, oh yeah.
You're a good soldier, choosing your battle. Pick yourself up and dust yourself off and back in the saddle. You're on the front line, everyone's watching. You know it's serious, we're getting closer, this is a program. The pressure's on, you feel it, but you got it all, believe it. When you fold it up, oh, oh, and if you fold it up, Samina, mina, sangalewa, 'cause this is Africa. Samina, mina, waka, waka, Samina, mina, sangalewa, this time for Africa. Just like a waving flag, get older, I will be stronger.
lover's got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life every good night, you're a high one to hold. Cause you don't even know, I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want your sex and your affection when they're holding you close. Cause you don't even know, I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? Need to believe you could hold me down, cause I'm in need of something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out, and when we wake we'd be the only sound. Get on my knees and say your friend change round. That I can make your hands clap.
But I have more interest in the wildlife of the Amazon basin. You may find it weird, but anacondas are often seen on the highways, just like how we see cows and dogs on the Indian roads. Also, it's amusing to see the Brazilian police using buffaloes as a transport in pursuit of criminals. Before we go any further, let's take a break and hear from what one of our parents have to say. I now request Mrs. Stella K.J. to come up on the stage. Ma'am, we would be honored to have you share your thoughts and reflections with us.
Namaskara, parents. After that power-packed performance, I'm here taking a moment to especially congratulate the team that has gone behind such a grand show, right? This is just their second annual day and I can't believe it. Can you all believe it? It's just their second annual day program, right? So this comes with a great team that has worked together with the leadership of Principal Ma'am, teachers, support staff, and the kids, their energy. Parents, I think it's time that we cheer them up for all their hard work that they have done in the last month or so. So 3 cheers to them. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Yes, parents, we are giving back that motivation to them because they are here displaying their talents with the guidance of the school. And I'm sure Landmark is taking education beyond the 4 walls of the classroom. So we see G20. I myself am taking back a lot of learnings today. So I did not follow the entire G20 myself, but today being part of such august audience and to understand from these tiny thoughts what G20 means, I think it's a big takeaway for all of us. G20 is growing power, and I think Landmark is equally matching up with the talent of all these children, and I really want to appreciate that this is remarkable. We didn't expect so much. I'm not sure about the other parents, but I am very, very happy to see such a grandeur, and we are looking forward to such programs in the years to come. Thank you, ma'am.
You have indeed filled us with lot of energy in the midst of the program. And yes, we also wish to bring up such programs in future as well. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Coming to Brazil reminds me of the Walt Disney of Brazil. Can you guess who that is?
The Walt Disney of Brazil?
Are you talking about Mauricio de Souza? I could tell you more about him. Mauricio de Souza is Brazil's most honored and famous cartoonist, with over 200 characters, which populate his popular comics, magazines, and books, which have sold a record of 1 billion copies.
Wow. Speaking of the Brazil's Walt Disney, it reminds me of the Walt Disney of America. We can go to US and might as well enjoy there.
US, I might as well have McDonald's.
Yes, I have had various burgers in Bengaluru, but I've never really tasted McDonald's.
Why not go there? After all, US is the birthplace of McDonald's. Let's fly to US.
Oh, look, there seems to be a dance performance. Let us have a look.
Welcome to the land of opportunity, the home to Grand Canyon, Yellowstone National Park, and the Statue of Liberty. We present the next dance in American country music, popular in the Sun parts called Cotton Eye Joe.
Come from Cotton Eye Joe, but I've been to Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
A round of applause. So now, which country are we visiting next? How about South Korea?
That means we're going to fly from North America to East Asia? Great, let's get ready to fly.
I really do not know much about this country.
Me too, but I love its pop music known as K-pop.
South Korea is home to major technology companies like Samsung, LG, and Hyundai. And are you aware of the Korean wave, Hallyu, that includes Korean dramas, Korean beauty, and Korean fashion, which have all gained global popularity over the world?
I'm crazy about the K-dramas and love watching them. Come on, today we'll watch a Korean drama based on a Korean folklore called Once Upon a Time in Korea. Scene 1.
In the last years of the Hongpung era of Song, in Tahuadong in Huangju, there lived a poor blind young man by the name of Shim Hakyu. He and his devoted wife Kwakshi were childless for the longest time, and it was only after many years of faithful prayer to the spirits that Kwakshi bore a beautiful daughter, whom they named Shimchong. But, alas, the ordeal of giving birth at such an advanced age was too much for Kwakshi, and she passed away. Shim did his best to raise his daughter alone, and together the two of them endured great hardships. This tale takes place a long time ago in a beautiful village.
Father, be careful. There's a up ahead.
All right, you got the end of my walking stick, right?
The little girl was quite adept at safely steering her father about. Her devotion to her father was known far and wide. One day, servant to Lady Zhang's house.
I've heard so many of the good deeds. If only I could be my own daughter. You would have worked so hard if I adopted as my own. What do you think, my dear girl?
Thank you for being so kind to me. But I have to take care of my father myself. Instead, I will come and visit you more often. I have to go home now. My father must be worried.
And she was correct. In fact, Chong anxiously for his daughter outside his house.
Why hasn't she come home already? Maybe I should go and look for her.
He went and got his walking stick and ventured back outside.
Right, this is where the brook is. I should be careful.
He tapped his stick to carefully maneuver his way across the stone bridge. At last, he slipped and fell into the water.
Help, help, help! Somebody help me!
Here, grab my hand, old man. Grab my hand. I am the head monk of the temple on the other side of the mountain. We have heard you complain many times about your blindness. How about praying to Lord Buddha? If you donate 300 sacks of rice to the temple as an offering to Lord Buddha, then we monks will pray for you to be able to see the world once again.
Thank you for your help. Is that really possible? Good monks, save me right now and return me safely to my daughter, and I shall gladly offer you whatever you ask to Lord Buddha.
Tempted by the possibility of regaining his sight, Mr. Shim impulsively promised to donate 300 bushels of rice.
What? I must have been out of my mind. Why did I promise to offer 300 bushels of rice when we don't even have enough rice for tomorrow?
That was when Shim Chong returned home.
Father, why are your clothes all drenched?
He explained to his daughter what had happened and what the monk had told him.
Oh, Shimchong, what shall I do? We are so poor that I could not even offer 3 bowls of rice, let alone 300 sacks. Now what a terrible fate will befall us, and I have offended Lord Buddha himself.
Really? Well, don't worry. I will find a way to come up with rice.
Despite her confident promise, the girl couldn't think of a way to get that massive amount of rice either. Shim Chong was so worried she couldn't eat or sleep. That night, as Shim Chong lay awake, her mother appeared to her and said,
My dear Shim Chong, listen to me very carefully. Go down to the harbor tomorrow. There, you will find a merchant looking for a young girl. Go with him and he will provide you the 300 sacks of rice.
Scene 2. It so happened that the Dragon King of the East Sea was angry with a rich merchant. and had sent some storms to sink the merchant ship on the way to China. The merchant offered a great quantity of gold to any family that would give up their daughter to the Dragon King of the East Sea, but none would enter into such a terrible deal. Shimchong, very disturbed and staring off into the distance.
Shimchong, I was in the market where I heard something bizarre. Some merchants were looking up for a human sacrifice. They put up a lot of money. But who'd volunteer to throw away anyone's life like that?
Shimchong was immediately tempted by the amount of money offered. The next day, she went to see the traders.
Beautiful lady, why are you here in the harbor? May I help you in any way?
I've heard that some traders were looking for a human sacrifice and they're also gonna pay a lot of money.
Are you ready to offer yourself as a human sacrifice?
Yes, because I'm in need of money. I need 300 sacks of rice to be sent to my father with some extra rice and money for my father who'd be left all alone.
I could not believe my luck. 300 sacks of rice is nothing to me. A low price indeed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
She returned home to make several outfits for her father and to cook food to last a few days. She sat down with her father on the eve of the day and she was ready to offer herself as human sacrifice.
Father, Lady Jang wants to adopt me as her own daughter. She offered me 300 sacks of rice in return. Don't worry about me, even if you don't hear from me. I will be living a happy life there.
Oh, Shimchong, do you have to go?
Leaving her crying father behind, she boarded the trader's ship. Heartbroken to see the old blind man crying.
I wanted to adopt your daughter, but she volunteered to become a human sacrifice.
What? No! Shimchong, come back to me. I don't want the rice and I don't want my sight. Come back to me.
But the ship carrying Shimchong already left the port. The ship stopped in the middle of the sea. The traders held a simple ceremony. The merchant told Shimchong to put on her brightly colored wedding dress, and then he brought her out of the hold and up onto the deck. Shimchong quietly said a prayer and then leaped over to the side of the ship and into the waves. When Shimchong regained consciousness, she found herself surrounded by an incredible sight. When she opened her eyes, she was surrounded by bright fish of every color and shape, and they led her to the palace of the Dragon King of the East Sea. There, she lived happily at first, but it was not long before she began to miss her father deeply.
What about Shimchong's father? Did he regain his sight after her
Check.
sacrifice? Sadly, no. Nothing had changed for him. Although the merchants had sent 300 sacks of rice to the temple, and the monks did indeed pray for old man Shim's sight, nothing happened. Now not only he was left poor and alone, he had lost his daughter too. He was utterly alone.
But he did have the food and money provided by the traders. He was more financially stable than before. But the news of the newly found wealth attracted some unwanted attention. A woman, simply known as Mrs. Babendong, snooped in to take advantage. She stole his money little by little and fled with the whole stash one day.
He was left penniless. He had to beg around the village for food.
check.
Why do you look so sad? And why the tears in your eyes? I cannot bear to see your unhappiness any longer, Shimchang. I have seen that your filial pity and your selfless devotion are far greater than that of any other mortal being I have heard of.
I wonder how my father is doing. I hope his sight is restored and he is eating well.
It touches my heart to see your concern for your poor father. So, as a reward for your devotion, I shall send you back up onto the world above. Would you like to go back up onto the land above and meet your father, Shimchang?
Oh, may I?
The Dragon King sent her up to the surface in a large lotus flower which floated at the exact spot where Shimchang had jumped, which was very large and beautiful, floated at the exact same spot where Shimchang had jumped. It was later discovered by a trader who were passing by. He found the giant lotus blossom in the mouth of a river, and he was so overcome by its beauty that he decided to make it a gift to the king of the land above.
This lotus flower is beautiful. I will give this flower to the king. His queen had recently died and he is in deep mourning. When he sees this flower, his eyes will light up in wonder. Lord, I have found this beautiful flower on the surface of the sea and thought of offering it to you. So I got it to the palace.
Oh, the flower is very beautiful and I'm amazed by its size and beauty. Thank you for bringing it here.
The king thanked the trader with gold and set the flower up in his room. And every time he felt sad, he stood and looked at it, admiring its beauty. What he did not know was that each night, when the palace was all asleep, Shimchang would come out of the blossom and roam through the many beautiful chambers and halls, and at first light she would merge back into the flower. But it so happened that one night the king could not sleep, so he got out of bed and drew the blinds to let the moonlight into his room. And he happened to turn around, and when he turned around, in his sight was the most beautiful woman he had ever beheld.
Who are you? Are you a spirit who's come to bewitch me? Or are you real?
It is only I. It is I who live in this giant flower. I will go and hide myself in this flower.
Out of modesty, she tried to hide herself, but when she turned, she found the large lotus flower had vanished. She could not say who she was, for surely the king would not believe her story. The king could not help but fall in love with her, and she was moved that so powerful a man could be so gentle and so sincere. And this is how Shimchang came to be the king's bride. There was a magnificent wedding, and they passed their days together in great happiness. One day, he found her weeping in the garden. But one day, he found her weeping in the garden.
My dear wife, I cannot bear to see you in tears. Tell me a wish, any wish, and I shall grant it. You are now my queen. Anything you wish, I shall grant. All you have to do is tell me your desire.
There is only one thing I desire. Let there be a great public banquet to celebrate our marriage, and let all the blind men of the kingdom be invited to partake of the feast. This is the only thing which will make my heart glad. Maybe I can find my father in this way.
My bride's wish is strange and unexpected, but I should grant it. I will hold a public banquet, and blind beggar men will come running from all four corners of the land to feast at the table.
The king honored his queen's strange request, and so
From far and wide, from all corners of the kingdom, the blind beggar men were invited to a banquet to celebrate the wedding. For 3 days they came to drink and to dine on fine foods. And each day the new queen watched from behind her gauzy curtains, hoping that the next blind man might be her father. But it was to no avail. On the last day, as the gates were closing, and the queen had turned finally away, a loud racket was heard outside. The servants were turning away a blind beggar who had arrived too late. And just as the gates were closing, the queen happened to glance backwards to see that the old man was none other than her father.
Father? It's my dear father. Let him in.
Old man Shim staggered inside, nearly losing his balance from the shock of hearing the familiar voice.
Aigo, Shim Chong, is it a ghost or have the dead come to life? My daughter, is that a voice I hear? Let's have a look at you, girl.
Yes, father, it's me. Thank goodness you've come back to me.
Once again, in his enthusiasm, old man Shim forgot his circumstances. He opened his eyes wide, oblivious to his own blindness, and when he did so, he found out that he could suddenly see before him was his daughter, even more beautiful than he could have imagined. Soon there was a happy commotion throughout the palace, and it was said that every blind man there who wanted to have a look at Shim Chong, the filial daughter, had his vision restored that day. The father and daughter were finally reunited.
Thank you, my lord, for taking care of my daughter. I find myself fortunate to see my daughter as a queen.
I am happy that I am able to fulfill the wish of my dear wife.
They lived happily together at the royal palace. Queen Shim Chong generously shared her wealth with the poor so that everyone could live in comfort. A Korean fan dance, Busheshum, is performed to showcase the rich culture and heritage of Korea to celebrate the wedding and reunion at the palace.
Please give a round of applause for that interesting theatrical performance and that graceful dance.
I wish to have something sweet.
Ah, madame, it's time to go to France.
I must say I love the French pastries and baguettes. Did you know that the French are so serious about the baguettes that they have rules that govern the laws of the length and the ingredients of this beloved bread? And it is an essential part of the daily life.
Wait, are you serious? That's overwhelming. En route to France.
Ah, France, the culinary, arts and fashion capital of the world.
Hey, look, there seems to be a dance performance. Let us join them.
Je lui dirai qu'il est de ce pays où son grand-père était bûcheron, que dans son sang l'Orient coule aussi, que les mélanges font de beaux enfants, qu'il est fort et bien vivant. Je lui dirai qu'il est né de l'amour, que nous l'attendions passionnément, que chaque nuit s'efface au nouveau jour, qu'il sera grand mais qu'il a bien le temps. Oh Dieu, qu'il a bien le temps. Et que la vie l'appelle, que le monde l'attend, que la terre est si belle et le ciel est si grand, qu'il est beau que je l'aime, qu'il est ma vie, ma joie, qu'il est un parmi des millions d'humains, mais bien unique pour moi. Je lui dirai qu'ici-bas tout s'apprend, le bien, le mal et même le bonheur, qu'il ne perde jamais ses yeux d'enfant devant trop de malheur et de laideur, qu'il regarde avec son cœur. Je lui dirai d'être sage et prudent, d'aller frôler les glaces et les feux, qu'il goûte à tout mais sans jamais dépendre, que trop peut être pire que trop peu, ou bien pire que trop peu. Et que la vie l'appelle, que le monde l'attend, que la terre est si belle et le ciel est si grand, qu'il est beau que je l'aime, qu'il est ma vie, ma joie, qu'il est un parmi des millions d'humains, mais bien unique pour moi. Je lui dirai les chansons, les poèmes, qu'il n'y a pas d'être sans histoire, que le bonheur est un grain que l'on sème, qu'amour et santé ne s'achètent pas, et qu'on est riche que ça. Je lui dirai que jour une autre femme viendra l'aimer et qu'il l'aimera, que j'en mourrai de bonheur et de larmes, mais que nous serons là pas à fait pas, que c'est la vie, c'est noir, et que la vie l'appelle, que le monde l'attend, que la terre est si belle et le ciel est si grand, qu'il est beau que je l'aime, qu'il est ma vie, ma joie, qu'il est un parmi des millions d'humains, mais bien unique pour moi.
Audience, can you applaud for the graceful performance? Napoleon Bonaparte's time was very influential. Even the Ottoman Empire used it in the 18th as a medium to reform their laws.
Wow, speaking of Turkey, how about we go there next? I love the Turkish delights.
Oh, I cherish them. Turkey, now known as Turkey, is a unique blend of history, culture, and natural beauty, and it is renowned to the world for its contributions in the fields of art and architecture.
We present before you the Turkish warrior folk dance, also known as Zeybek,
which is one of the most well-known and iconic dances of Turkey.
Just like Turkey, Japan also has a samurai warrior dance.
Yeah, come on, let's go to Japan and enjoy the cherry blossom viewing known as Hanami and the samurai warrior dance.
Hey, look, we made it just in the nick of time.
Indeed, the samurai warrior dance, Kenshibu, is about to begin.
What a dynamic and overwhelming performance. And of course, the electronics. Companies like Sony, Toyota, Panasonic, Nintendo have made significant contributions to electronics, video games, and automobile manufacturing. Speaking of automobiles, do you know the country that gave us the first automobile? Well, it was Carl Benz, a German engineer who gave the world the first practical internal combustion engine. Even today, Germany is known for its extensive network of highways called the Autobahn, where some sections have no specific speed limits. We should visit Germany next. Germany finally, the country that gave the world the power to read through the printing press and the ability to travel through the automobiles. Let us learn more about this country of engineering perfection.
Guten Abend, all hier anwesenden.
Guten Abend. Good evening to one and all present here.
We are excited to represent our beautiful country, Germany, and showcase the unique aspects that make it a truly special place to live in.
First, let's talk about geography. Germany has a diverse landscape, ranging from the Alps to the North Sea.
And we are proud to be a federal republic with 16 states, each with its own unique characteristics.
And don't forget our stunning natural wonders like the Black Forest and the Bavarian Lakes.
Germany has a long, colorful, and complex history, which is one reason why a country is so interesting to visit. The stories behind many castles, churches, and palaces are on a whole nother level.
Germany is known as the land of poets and thinkers. German culture is influenced by religion, writers, composers, and philosophers. Germany has been home to famous musicians such as Bach, Beethoven, and Goethe.
Hey Sarang, Shreyansh, let's sing a German song.
Why not, my friend?
Auf der Heide blüht ein kleines Blümelein und das heißt Erika. Heißt 100.000 kleinen Bienelein wird umschwemmt Erika, denn ist voller Süßigkeit. Sachte Duft ist um den Blütenkleid. Auf der Heide blüht ein kleines Blümelein und das heißt Erika.
Fantastic show, my friend. Fantastic show.
Thank you, my friend. Germany, particularly Berlin, is known for its contribution to graffiti and modern art forms. Berlin is also known for the Berlinish Gallery.
The Schlossplatte is a traditional style of folk dance popular in the Eastern Alps, specifically originating from Upper Bavaria, Tyrol, and Salzburg.
Hey Nigel and Shreyansh, can you show us some steps?
Yes, my friend.
Sarang and Shreyansh presented Schlossplatte dance of Germany. That looks fun. Let me join.
Fantastic show, my friend.
Wunderbar. Fantastic, my friend. Wunderbar.
We are home to some of the world's most prestigious and innovative car brands. Brands like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Audi are known for their exquisite quality and safety standards.
Look at this car. This fine specimen has been developed and designed by the BMW Automotive Company. BMW continues to innovate and push the boundaries of what's possible in the automotive industry with its commitment to luxury, performance, and now sustainability with its new electric lineup. BMW continues to push to be a leader in the global automotive market.
Hey, look at this car. How nice and how comfortable. I wish I could own it.
Well, my friend, we study hard and work hard. Joe, you will get this car for sure.
Germany, our engineers are at the forefront of their field and implement innovative solutions to every problem.
And we are among the top countries for innovation and patent.
Our cuisine is diverse, ranging from schnitzels to pretzels to sauerkraut.
Oh, and my friend, don't forget our love for beer and meat.
Let's not forget our love for football. It is more than just a sport in Germany. It's a passion that unites our nation together.
We would like to conclude by inviting each and every one of you to visit our beautiful homeland, Germany. 3, 2, 1. Danke.
Danke.
For sports and literature. Let us head for the UK. We are here. The UK is known for the birth of many sports, including cricket, rugby, golf, and tennis. They are also known for their rich literature. And when we speak about literature, how could we not mention the great playwright, The Bard of Avon by William Shakespeare? Shakespeare was a genius who has been credited to introduce over 1700 words and phrases into the English language, including swagger, fashionable, wild goose chase, uncomfortable, majestic, lonely, and so on. So whether you are uncomfortable, fashionable, or just have a little bit of swag, you owe it all to the bard. We now bring before you one of his finest and final creations, The Tempest.
Prospero once was a Duke of Milan. 12 years ago, he and his 3-year-old daughter, Miranda, were shipwrecked on the wild island. Now, those who put them to sea in a leaky boat are themselves close by on a ship. Prospero, with his powers of magic, is going to force them to meet him again.
Hello.
All is lost, all is lost. To prayers, all is lost.
Mercy on us, mercy! We split, we split!
Father, Father, did your magic raise the storm at sea? Please make it stop.
Don't worry. No harm is done. I've only done what's best for you, my daughter, who don't know anything about where you've come from or who you are. It's time I let you know. "12 years ago, I was the Duke of Milan, a powerful prince.
What happened?
Wicked things happened. My brother, your uncle, was named Antonio. I trusted him to manage my kingdom. I left the business of government to him. I was so busy reading my books and improving my mind that I neglected everything else. Antonio enjoyed the power and tried to keep it.
Oh heavens!
So he approached the king of Naples, Alonso, an enemy of mine, and they conspired against me. They raised an army to force us leave the country, and on one night, they cast us adrift in a rotten, leaky boat.
Then how did we come ashore?
By providence divine. Fortunately, Gonzalo, a noble man, took pity on us and gave us food, water, fine clothes, and other things to keep us alive. He gave me books from my library, which I prize more than my kingdom. His parcel was all we had when we washed up on the island.
Would I ever see that map?
Here we arrived in this island, and here I have been your schoolmaster and given you a better education than most princesses get.
I am so thankful. But why did you make the storm at sea?
By accident, most strange. Good luck has brought my enemies to the shore. You feel sleepy. Approach my Ariel. Come.
Hail, great master. I come to answer your call. Be it to fly, to swim, to dive into the fire, or to ride on the clouds. Ariel and all his fellow spirits are at your command.
Have you done what I have ordered you to do?
Everything. I boarded the kingship with fire. I struck terror with lightning flashes and waves. Everyone on board was afraid. The king's son, Ferdinand, was the first one to jump overboard.
But are they safe?
Just like you ordered, not a hair perished. I've scattered them around the island in groups. The king's son landed by himself.
You have carried out my orders exactly, but there's more work for you.
More hard work? May I remind of what you promised me?
What?
My freedom?
Before the time is out? Absolutely not.
Remember that I have served you well. You promised to give my freedom a year early.
Have you forgotten the torture I freed you from?
No.
You were the servant of the evil with Sycorax, who, angry with you one day, imprisoned you in a hollow pine tree. You were trapped inside the tree in great pain for 12 years, until I came to this island and freed you with the magic I learned from my books and made you my servant. Any more complaints, and I'll stick you back in a tree.
Pardon me, master. Thank you for rescuing me. I'll do whatever you command.
Do so, and in 2 days I will release you.
That's my noble master. What shall I do?
I want you to make yourself a water nymph, invisible to everyone but me. Now, bring me Ferdinand, the king's son. Go. Wake up. Dear Miranda, wake up.
Your strange story had made me sleepy.
Come, we'll visit my slave, Caliban.
He's a bad person. I don't want to see him.
But we need him. He lights our fires, fetches our wood, and is useful to us. Caliban, slave, you, answer.
There's enough wood.
Come out. There are more jobs for you. Come here, you poisonous slave. Get out here.
I must eat my dinner. This island was mine by Sycorax, my mother. And you took it from me.
You lying slave. I treated you with human care. I even let you sleep in my cave until you tried to violate my child.
Oh, wouldn't that be done? Had you not prevented me, I would have peopled this island with Calibans.
You don't understand. Goodness, I used to feel sorry for you and I taught you to speak.
You taught me language. My only profit is that I know how to curse.
Enough! Bring in some firewood and you'd better be fast, or I'll make you roar so that the beasts will tremble when they hear you.
Don't! I've got to obey him. His magic is too powerful.
Where should this music be? In the air or the earth? As I was weeping for my father's loss, I was drawn by it and followed it.
Ooh, what is it? A spirit? It is very handsome.
No, girl. It eats and sleeps and has the same senses we have. This man was in the shipwreck and is wandering about trying to find his friends.
He's handsome. I've never seen anything on earth so noble.
The heavens smile on me to meet you. Do you live on this island? Are you a mortal woman or not?
Don't wonder, sir. I'm a mortal woman.
I am the king of Naples. My father died in a shipwreck.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yes, everyone on board died, including the Duke of Milan and his brave son.
This is love at first sight. But if it's too easy, they'll never appreciate the value of their love. A word, sir, I think you are wrong.
Why is my father so rude? This is the third man I've ever seen and the first one who has turned my heart.
If you don't have someone else, I'll make you the queen of Naples.
Enough! You are not who you say you are, and you've come to this island as a spy, so you can take her from me.
No, upon my honor.
Father, he's a good man. He's not a threat to you.
Don't speak for him. He's a traitor. Follow me. I'll chain your neck and feet.
No, I won't let you do it.
Father, please.
Silence. Compared to him, most men are angels.
My strength's all gone, as if I were in a dream. Even if I were in prison, it would be worth it to see this girl one more day.
Don't give up. My father's better than his words tell you.
Follow me. You'll be as free as the mountain winds, but first you must do as I command.
I'll follow every word. In another part of the island, Ferdinand's father, King Alonso, and the other noblemen are lost looking for Ferdinand.
I beg you, please cheer up. At least we have our lives. What we've lost is nothing compared to that. Every day, some sailor's wife has the same reason for sorrow that we have. But for the miracle of survival, few people could be so lucky.
That's enough. Say no more.
But there's everything one could wish for here.
True, except what we need to support life. There is little or nothing of that.
How green the grass looks.
This grass is dry actually.
It's amazing that our clothes, even though they were soaked in the sea, still look quite good. They are fresh and are not stained with salt water. In fact, they are as fresh as when we first wore them to the marriage of the king's daughter Claribel to the king of Tunis.
You're forcing me to listen to things I'd like to forget. I wish I never let my daughter marry there. Because while coming home, my son drowned and my daughter is lost too. I'll never ever see her again. Oh, my poor son, what strange fish has eaten you?
Sir, he may still live. I saw him swim strongly and ride the waves. No doubt that he's reached land and is alive.
No. He's dead.
Sir, if we have truly lost your son forever, it's your fault. You insisted on marrying your daughter to an African, despite her unwillingness to marry.
Milan and Naples have more widows in them than men, and it is your fault.
My lords, the truth you speak lacks gentleness.
Very well.
let's just say, if I was the king of this island, what would I do? I would allow no trade. There'd be no wealth, no poverty, no slavery. There'd be no swords or guns. Nature will provide everything to feed my people.
Save His Majesty.
Long live Gonzalo.
No more! You're all talking nonsense!
I feel very tired. I am very sleepy.
Asleep so soon? I wish I could shut my thoughts out by closing my eyes.
Well then, sir, don't resist the feeling. Sleep can be a comfort.
We too will guard you while you sleep and keep you safe. Thank you.
How sleepy they are.
They fell asleep as if a thunderbolt struck them. What if? What if?
Say it! You'll burst if you don't say it.
It is impossible to think that the king's son did not drown.
I have no hope that he survived.
Then tell me, who is the next heir to the throne of Naples?
Claribel.
She is now the Queen of Tunis and now lives more than a lifetime away. This message cannot reach her in less than 14 years unless the son is a postman. Do you see what I mean?
I think I do.
Then tell me, how does this stroke of luck apply to you?
Remember how you overthrew your brother Prospero? Dear friend, just as you got Milan, I will get Naples. Let's draw our swords at the same time, so that when my sword falls on Alonso, do the same. To fall on Gonzalo, then I will be the new king of Naples.
When I raise my hand, you raise yours. Let's be quick.
If of life you keep a care, shake off slumber and beware. Awake, awake.
May the good angels preserve the king.
What's going on? Why is your sword drawn?
What's the matter?
While we were standing here guarding you, we heard roaring of bulls, or rather lions. Didn't it wake you?
I heard nothing. The voice was very frightening. It was surely the roar of a whole herd of lions. Did you hear this, Gonzalo?
I heard a very strange noise like humming, which woke me up. I opened my eyes and saw their weapons drawn. We better leave.
Let's go and search for my poor son.
May heaven keep him safe from these beasts.
Another part of the island, Caliban, a monster raised by Prospero, Trinculo, Alonso's court jester, and Stefano, the king's butler, who's drunk and in no senses.
May all kinds of diseases fall on Prospero, little by little. I can't stop cursing him. He sends his spirits to torment me. Sometimes they bite me. Sometimes they are like hedgehogs, all curled up in my way. So when I walk with bare feet, I step on them. Sometimes they are like snakes, all over my body, driving me mad. Here comes another one now, to torment me for bringing my wood so slowly. I lie flat. Maybe he won't see me.
If it thunders like before, I don't know where to find cover. The cloud is about rain bucketfuls. Oh, what we have here? A man or a fish? Dead or alive? A fish. She smells like a fish. A very old fish. A strange fish. If I were in England now, people would pay to see a monster like this. He has legs. I've changed my opinion. This isn't a fish. It's an islander who has been killed by a thunderbolt. Alas, the storm has come again. Let me creep under this gabardine. There's no shelter hereabouts.
I shall no more to see, here shall I die ashore. Well, here's my comfort.
Do not torment me.
What? Do we have devils here?
The spirit is tormenting me.
4 legs. What a freak show.
Do not torment me, please. I'll bring my wood home faster.
This is an island monster with 4 legs, which has a fever, I think. Where did he learn to speak our language? I know. I'll give him a taste of my medicine. This should cure him. If I can keep him tame and bring him back to Naples, he would be a present fit for any king.
I know that voice. It has to be. But he is drowned. These are demons. Help me.
4 legs and 2 voices. What a monster. I'll pour some medicine on Adam out too.
Stefano, speak to me.
Mercy, mercy. This is a devil and a monster.
Don't be afraid. I'm your good friend Trinkalo.
If you are Twinkle indeed, come here. I'll pull you by 2 small legs. You are Twinkle indeed. How did you come?
I hid in the cloak with the fierce storm. Oh, Stefano, just the 2 of us have survived the storm.
Do not turn me about. My stomach is not constant.
This is a brave god and bears heavenly liquor.
How did you escape?
I swam ashore like a duck. I can swim like a duck. I swear.
Here, swear to that. Kiss the book.
I'll swear by that bottle to be your true subject.
Here.
Oh, Stefano, have you any more of this?
The whole barrel, man, in a rock by the seashore. Well, how are you doing, monster?
Are you from heaven?
From the moon, actually. I was once a man in the moon.
I have seen you, and I adore you.
This is a very ridiculous monster.
Please be my king. I will kiss your feet, and I'll swear to be your subject.
Come kiss.
Curse the tyrant I serve. By sorcery he got this isle. I won't serve anymore, but I'll serve you, O wondrous man.
This is the most ridiculous monster to admire poor drunkard.
I will show you all the best that lives and grows on this island. I will take you to kill my master and marry his beautiful daughter.
Monster, I will kill this man. Trinkalo and you shall be viceroys. How do you like the plot, Trinkalo?
Excellent.
Well then, monster, lead the way. We will kill this man. The king and his daughter, me and his daughter, will be king and queen. Here, carry my bottle.
Ban, Caliban has a new master. Get a new man. Freedom, freedom.
Oh, brave monster, lead the way. Freedom.
Freedom, freedom.
Prospero now has all his visitors where he wants them. He has seen Ferdinand fall in love with Miranda. He has tricked Alonso and his party into suffering some of the isolation and despair he himself has endured. He spoiled the plans of Caliban and his friends to murder him. Time to bring everything together.
Hey, my spirit, how is the king and his followers?
All prisoners, sir, full of sorrow. If you saw them, you would feel sorry for them.
Do you think so, spirit?
I'd feel sorry for them if I were human.
Imagine the pity I feel, being part of their own human race. I've suffered just as much as they have. Although I'm indignant to their evil deeds, I will go with my nobler instincts and feel compassion for them. It's better to act virtuously than vengefully. Now, bring me the king's companions. I will break their charms and restore their senses. It's time to give up my magic now. I will break my staff and bury it far under the ground. throw my book of spells deep into the sea. You, Alonso, manipulated me and my daughter cruelly, and your brother helped you. Oh, good friend, your honor cannot be measured. You're paying the price for it now, Sebastian. My brother, you were so greedy that you forgot our bond as brothers and were ready to kill your king. I forgive you, even though you're a monster. Ariel, fetch me my cloak. I will present myself as I once was, the Duke of Milan. A hearty welcome to you and your company. It is I, Prospero, the wrong Duke of Milan.
I surrender to you and beg you to forgive me all my crimes. But how is it possible that Prospero is alive and living on this island?
Noble friend, let me embrace you. Your honor cannot be measured. But as for you, my lords, I can turn you in as straight as you are, but for now, I won't say a word. You, a man that I can't even call brother, I forgive you and demand my kingdom back from you, which I know you have to give me.
If you are Prospero, tell us how you were saved. Tell us how you met us here on this island when we were just shipwrecked 3 hours ago.
Patience has helped me a lot, for I have suffered a similar loss as yours. I have lost my daughter.
Your daughter? Oh God! I wish the two of them were alive and living in Naples as king and queen. How did you lose your daughter?
In this last tempest, this sells my coat. Please have a look.
If this proves to be a vision of this island, I'll be losing a son twice.
I have cursed the seas without cause.
Get up and tell me how you came here.
A miracle! Oh wonder how beautiful mankind is. Oh brave new world that has such people in it.
Who's this girl you were playing chess with?
I chose her for my wife when I thought I had no father to ask advice of. She is the daughter of this famous Duke of Milan. He's given me a second chance, and marrying her makes him a second father to me.
And I'm a father as well. Dear gods, bless this couple.
Be it so. Amen. Sir, I believe that there are some lads missing of your company. These three have robbed me and have plotted to take my life. 2 of them you may know and own, but this dark thing is mine.
Isn't this Stefano, my drunken butler, and Trinculo's drunk too? This is the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Sir, I invite you and your company to stay the night in my cell. Tomorrow we will head out to Naples, where Ferdinand and Miranda will be married, and where I will contemplate my death, which is soon to come.
I long to hear the story of your life.
I will tell you every bit and promise you calm seas and favorable winds on your journey ahead. Be free, Ariel, and farewell.
Farewell, master.
All my strength is gone, and the only power I have is my own, which is very weak. Now you are the ones who hold power over my fate. You can either keep me prisoner here, or you can release me and forgive me for my sins by applauding. Remember that my desire was only to please you, and just as you'd like your own sins to be forgiven, forgive mine and set me free. Of Asia, where history is etched in stone, dreams are woven into silk, and aspirations are written in bites and code. As the Chandrayaan 3 landed on the moon, we became the first ever country to land on the southern polar region of the moon. This year, we successfully launched our first solar expedition, the Aditya L1. And now, we are planning to launch Samudrayan, India's first ever manned attempt to study the surface of the seabed. Our country is truly a treasure trove of history, spirituality, and the art of living. Now we begin with our patriotic song, Sare Jahan Se Acha. Sare Jahan Se Acha. This was written by the Urdu poet Muhammad Iqbal and was first recited in Lahore before the independence. It envisions an inclusive Bharat, an epitome of unity and diversity that rises above religious, social, and regional differences. Our country is truly a treasure trove of history, spirituality, and the art of living. India's spiritual and yogic teachings have transcended cultural and religious boundaries. Yoga centers, gurus, and meditation retreats have proliferated all across the globe, attracting millions of practitioners seeking inner peace and well-being. Our students will now present before you their yogic skills.
give a round of applause. I must say that was a perfect balance of harmony and skill displayed in the yoga demonstration.
Bharat, the world's largest democracy, where tradition and modernity merge in a colorful tapestry of culture and innovation. Bharat, where every corner reveals a new facet of its diversity, from the snow-capped Himalayas to the sun-kissed beaches of the south. Come to India, where unity in diversity is not just a slogan, but a way of life, and every visit is an adventure. Let us celebrate this diversity through this dance performance, showcasing the cultural diversity within our country.
Vande रंगीला तारा रंग बेर जुए तारी बात छोटा तारा ओए रंगीला तारा ओए रंगीला तारा रंग बेर जुए तारी बात रे
जीव झाला येडा पिसा त्याच नाही भरवसा तोला राहीना राखली ती मर्जी तुमच्याच वडीनं मी आले फिरते छाया रंगी राया चिंबोली मी झाले राया सोडा तो तरी काय येळ नाही बरी पुन्हा भेटू कवा तरी साजणा मला जाऊ द्या ना घरी वाजले की बारा मला जाऊ द्या ना घरी वाजले की बारा मला जाऊ द्या ना घरी वाजले की बारा मला जाऊ द्या ना घरी वाजले की बारा
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
Yeah, we're back again. We are saying we are. Last name ever, first name greatest. ताल से ताल मिला हो, ताल से ताल मिला, ताल से ताल मिला हो, ताल से ताल मिला। आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले, आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले। आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले, आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले।
With that, we come to an end of this wonderful evening. May I now invite Sangeeta ma'am to propose the vote of thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, participants and friends, as India moves from an era of British Raj to Amrit Kal, the country is seen as a melting pot of cultures and the religions across the world. Our endeavor has been to enhance the global awareness among students and instill a bright career path. Dear audience, I request you not to leave the auditorium now. We will be finishing the program with the national anthem. We request you to kindly have some patience. Advaya is a small effort of ours to inculcate values of peaceful coexistence, parallel growth, not subjugation, and keeping humanity alive in today's war-torn world. The idea of the phrase Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam remains relevant even today as it emphasizes a global perspective, prioritizing the collective well-being over individual or family interests. Though Indian at heart, we are global in spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw the curtains on this inspiring and memorable event Advaya, it is my honor and privilege to express our heartfelt gratitude to our revered Chief Guest IPS Shri M. Chandrasekhar, whose presence has added immense value and significance to this gathering. We also extend our gratitude to our guest of honor Chairman Sir Mr. Lokesh MP, trustee members Mrs. Ashwini Lokesh and Mr. Babu, our esteemed guest, Mr. Manohar. I would like to express our deepest gratitude to all our parents for being such a wonderful and patient and enthusiastic audience. Your unwavering support is the driving force behind our success. A heartfelt thank you to all the volunteers who worked selflessly to ensure the smooth running of every aspect of this program and the participants who poured their heart and soul into the performances and presentations. A special thanks to all our dedicated teachers whose relentless efforts in guiding our students and nurturing their talents have made this annual program unique. We extend our sincere thanks to some unsung heroes who played pivotal roles behind the scenes. Our transport team led by Mr. Praveen, costume in charge Ms. Sara, and our teacher, photographer, and prop in charge, Mr. Bernard. As we reflect on the joy and achievements of this day, we do so with immense pride and gratitude for having our principal ma'am who not only leads by example but also believes in nurturing the potential of every student and guiding teachers. We are fortunate to have you, ma'am, at the helm guiding us towards greater heights of success. A special note of appreciation goes out to our dedicated organizing committee and our non-teaching staff whose hard work and meticulous planning have been the driving force behind the seamless execution of this event. Last but not the least, we are extremely thankful to our ancillary staff who are always around to fulfill our needs. Once again, on behalf of school, staff, and management, I thank each and everyone involved in making this event a resounding success. Thank you once again, and thank you, audience, for having this patience as a little we shooted our time due to some technical glitches. Thank you once again. Let's now rise for the national anthem.
Event Advaya. We express our gratitude to everyone who made this event a success. I, along with Ishana and Priyakshi, take this privilege to sign it off. Goodbye and namaste.